Okay, we're now recording. So, hey, Phil here. I'm host of the
Hi.
Conversation podcast. So, special guest here with me this afternoon. So introduce yourself. Who's Ayumi I'm speaking to today?
Yes. Okay. So my name is Ayumi Pham. I own a business called Sakura Signatures, where I translate names into Japanese and put that name onto keychains or T-shirts. Or my husband also makes Japanese themed fidget toys. So it's like I have it with me right now, but I'm not sure if you saw it yet on Instagram. But this is like a sushi fidget spinner. So it looks like a sushi, and then it spins, like a fidget spinner, and
Oh,
all designed by my husband. So that's what we do. So yeah, it's a small business based in Orlando, Florida, and yeah, that's who I am.
that's very creative. I like that sushi
Mm.
that sushi fidget spinner.
Yay! I'm
That's
happy to hear
creative.
that. Mm.
So let's start with a little icebreaker. What's one an anime show that you would like to do next that you haven't started on before?
Anime show? What do you mean by that? Sorry.
Like creating like something for that show.
Oh, okay. So my husband and I are obsessed with Dan Da Dan. So we want to do anything with Dan Da Dan with the Turbo Granny, the little cat fidget toys or something. And yeah, I think we would be doing the Dan Da Dan stuff next time.
Oh shoot, that's got to be coming up soon, right?
Yes, 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 yes. Hopefully, hopefully. It's a busy season, so we need a lot of time to make, one single fidget toy. And my husband is, like not just a business owner, but like he works at an office from 9 to 5. So it's difficult for him to like find time to make them because I can't do the 3D modeling. I'm just a marketing person, I just talk to people. So yeah, it takes time, but yeah, hopefully we'll get it done soon.
Yeah, you'll turn into something amazing. I believe in you.
Okay, thank you.
All right, so the thing is, since I know we don't have a lot of time here, I divide up into 4 sections. So some of them are three, some of them are four, and the last one's 2 questions.
Okay,
So
okay.
that should make it easy on both of us. So
Thank
let's
you.
start with section one, the origins and inspiration. Now, what inspired the creation of Sakura Signatures, and how did the idea of turning names into Japanese come to you?
So, I'm from Japan, right? I was born and raised in Japan. I came to the US when I was 18, and it's been 10 years. I'm 28, and then it's been a while, but I was born and raised in Japan, so my identity is very like I'm Japanese. And then I wanted to use something about that like identity to do something, and I've always like wanted to manufacture things and like make things. Like I'm so creative, like I'm such a creative person, I feel like. And I met my husband who is an artistic, creative person also. So one day he bought a 3D printer, and I'm like, I know people like personalized items, and anime is a thing now. Anime is popular now. So what if I just like make, both into one? And then I just like to be unique. I want to do something unique. And that's why I decided to make a personalized your name in Japanese keychains. That's how it came into, that's how I made it.
That's exciting. Yeah, I could tell because I know I have a few friends who also grew up in Japan too. I'm still trying to get there one of these days.
Hmm.
But I'm basically looking at 2028, but I want to at least try 2066 to go there and see what it's like. Because
Yeah.
the only time, like my parents only been to Japan because my mom had a conference over there back in
Mm,
2008. So I was like,
that's cool.
"Ugh."
That's a long time ago, huh?
I know
Oh,
I
you
still
should have
haven't
gone
been.
though. You should
The
have
only,
gone
no,
though.
well,
Were
I
you
was,
into anime back then?
my mom didn't tell
Um,
me everything though.
Good.
It
Well,
sucks.
now you're, grown up and you get to do whatever you want, next year, hopefully. So, yeah, I strongly recommend you to go soon.
It's nice that you open about your heritage because I know there's a lot of people who come to US and they just sometimes, people don't ask a lot about their heritage or where they come from. And I just thought, I just want to ask some of those kinds of questions because you're from Japan, you grew up there, you moved here, and you wanted to like try to figure out who you are and what you wanted to do. That's how this business came along, and so
Mhm.
on, so on.
Yeah, yeah, it was so like I guess unique, and yeah, I just wanted to make something unique, that's all. And I hope to like expand this business. Like so we started doing anime con, like we started doing like a pop-up, store. People get to build their own like name keychains in person, and then I'm trying to go to different states. We only do like Florida for now, but hopefully we get to go see other states. And where are you from again? Georgia, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm close
well,
to you.
yeah. So do you know about MomoCon?
Yes, I couldn't
Yeah.
make it that time last year. I am actually going to Anime Week in Atlanta this Christmas.
Oh yeah, I hear about that one too. That's a big one too. But yeah,
Yeah.
hopefully like I'm trying to apply to the MomoCon. So hopefully, we get to see you there.
Yeah, I'll try to make it there again. But yes,
Mhm.
that's gonna be in May. I don't know if you'll make it to the one in December. So,
Yeah,
but we'll
no,
see.
not that one. Sorry. We
We'll
have a
we'll see.
different like holiday one. So
There you go. Yeah. So probably Holiday Matsuri or something in Florida. There's some Otaku
yes.
Fest Florida. I think that's what's going
Mhm.
on.
Yes.
There's a few people I want to meet there, but I'm not gonna be able to catch them. But
Mhm.
I have been bringing voice actors on my show lately.
I know, I saw on your Instagram. That's so cool.
Yeah, I did say voice actor was coming soon. Next week, I got some big names. I got
That's amazing.
my manager just got Rochelle May from
Uh-huh.
Apothecary Diaries yesterday. So I'm talking to her on Monday.
What?
I'm talking to her on Monday.
That's crazy. Congrats. And
And
I
then
feel so honored to be on this podcast. Like, I'm just a small business owner, but thank you for asking me to be here.
whether you're small or not, I want to talk to people.
That's great. Yeah.
So, and then next Friday, I have Jack Broadbent, the crawler from My Hero Academia Vigilantes.
Oh my gosh, my
And I was
hero.
like, when I wanted to talk to one of the main characters, I was like, I didn't expect it to be that soon. It's crazy,
Yay. I'm happy
you
for
know.
you.
But some of those other people like Macy Ann and Morgan, they're going to be at the location where you are right now. I'm not going to be able to catch them, so best thing to just keep bringing them onto the show.
I'm sure
And
you will see them around.
Jack was at Wasabi Con,
Sorry, I
so
don't know the names, but as soon as I hear like the anime character names, that's how I know like who they are.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
Jack,
That's
yeah,
really
yeah.
cool.
Macy Ann is popped up, so
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. That's so cool.
so. But
Oh,
yeah, but yeah, I won't be able to catch her. But at least I got Jack to talk to next. So but
good
yeah,
luck with that.
I was worried about I was so concerned about see if I could catch her on WasabiCon, but my manager made it happen. So now I'm speaking to him on here.
That's great. That's great.
So all
Mhm.
right. Next question. Were you always drawn to Japanese culture? You probably already know the answer. Language, or did
Yes.
that passion grow over time?
So to be honest, I don't think I usually talk about this, but my parents are Vietnamese and they immigrated to Japan. So I'm technically Vietnamese, but I was born and raised in Japan, and that's how, I feel like I identify as myself as a Japanese person. So, but I feel like being in an immigrant family in Japan, I think made me even more like interested in the Japanese culture. I feel like my friends don't care about Japanese culture because it's so normal to them, but I got to experience a different culture at home and outside of home, and that's why I'm like extra like sensitive to the culture of Japan.
I understand. I understand.
Mhm.
And sometimes it's not like you don't want to describe too much detail because like you said because you said you were Japanese, Vietnamese, but you have two like this been like a lot of intercultural,
Mhm.
racial marriage, all that stuff going around talking about. Hey, this is where I originally was from, but my parents are actually Vietnamese people,
That's normal
which is
nowadays, right?
yeah, it's normal.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that. And I think the more I talk to you guys, the more I get to understand, okay, now I see where you guys are coming from. That's really nice that you have Vietnamese parents. There is one person that I do want to talk to, but she's going to be an anime weekend land. Her name is Emmy Lowe. She was in Apothecary Diaries, and I wanted to ask her a few questions because she is a Vietnamese voice actor. So
Oh, wow. That's really
yeah,
cool.
I also prepare some questions for her before I come up there because sometimes
Yes.
I'm trying to do like this independent journalism. I actually have started a Substack now,
Hmm.
so I'm trying to like put all my stories on Substack.
Uh-huh. That's great. That's great. Good luck with everything. I feel like you're gonna be really big, and yeah, this is so exciting.
Yeah, and I just like doing this. You
Hmm.
know, back then my dad was like, "Don't forget when you were in college, you didn't want to do journalism, but look at you, but look at me now."
Look at
So
you.
it just happens. It just happens. But yeah, I
Mhm.
just want to ask her about her heritage and ask her like some questions. Trying to make sure I understand where she's coming from because
Yeah.
because you have so many people like Asian, Vietnamese, Mexican, Black people who are trying to like do a lot of voice acting these days with characters because most of the characters you see on TV they're mostly played by Japanese actors.
Mm-hmm.
So you're trying to give them like more leeway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I think that's very interesting to keep paying attention to.
Mm-hmm.
So number three, what's the meaning behind the name Sakura Signatures itself?
Um, to be honest, I used ChatGPT to look up some names for my business. Um, um, so I mean, I just wanted to like have, I don't know what's the word for that, like not rhyming, but like SS, like Sakura Signatures, SS, and signatures, like that's like names basically. So we translate names into Japanese. And then I thought Sakura Signature, like there were so many ideas, and then there were so many, like we talked about it. My husband and I talked about talk over about it so many times. But yeah, Sakura Signatures, like just signatures is like names. So I thought it was perfect. And Sakura is, cherry blossom in Japanese. So yeah, I thought it was perfect for my little, Japanese business.
Well, hey, when you search for names for your business, you gotta make sure it means something. Don't just pick a
Yeah.
name out of the hat. Like,
Mhm.
something. You know how I came up with this name, this whole podcast called The Conversation, because I just want to have like those sort of conversations with people. Listen, you have
Mhm.
so many people who just have an anime podcast. You have people who
Mhm.
have this sort of podcast or whatnot. Me, since I'm trying to be diverse as possible,
Mhm.
I just want to keep my podcast as simple as possible.
Yes. Get
Hence
to the
is why
point.
which is why I came up with this podcast called The Conversation. No
Mhm.
filter, no filters, just conversation. With your business, you want to make sure your business sounds very sweet and understanding. And make sure we have peaceful vibes here. So
Mhm.
Sakura Signature sounds like a very amazing name to have.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, listen, people, when whoever's listening, when you guys start a business, make sure it has a meaning behind it.
Yes. I mean, that'll be weird if anyone like makes up a random name, but I guess some people could be just like not care about a business name. I think about every little details about my business. Like I want everything to mean like to have meanings. So yeah, definitely you have to, I mean, I guess that shouldn't stop you from like naming the business shouldn't stop you from opening a business. Like you can't be like a perfectionist mind, because that will like stop you from opening a business and like progress in the business. But of course, like I think it's great to have meanings for the business name. It just like, I don't know. It's important, I think.
Yeah, and you got to make sure you do the research on the business as well as what you're doing. Like, I think that's the one thing that people don't do. It's like, do y'all take the time out of your day to go and research this stuff? Some
Yeah,
people
you
don't do
gotta.
that. Like, go
Yeah.
do the research. Why you think like every day and night I spend like read more, do research on the person I'm getting ready to talk to next, and make sure
Hmm.
I have questions. Everything I have is in my notes. I have so
Hmm.
many notes in my
Yeah.
phone right now.
I think that shows, like it just shows that like you're very like focused on this business, you're serious about this, and then it just like in the long run people be able to tell that you're passionate about this, you're serious about this. And yeah, like if you don't care, then people are not going to care about your business, so
Mhm.
yeah.
Go do your thing. Go research. If it
Hmm.
takes you all week, do it.
Yeah.
Make sure you have everything set and goes. And let's listen. When I came up with my name, I didn't want anything so crazy. I'll just stick with Phil, okay? Nothing wrong with that. There's
No.
something so everybody can remember. So, all right, we're out of that section. We're in section 2, craft, culture, and creativity. Now, translating names into Japanese isn't just about language, it's about meaning. How do you approach that balance between accuracy and artistry?
Interesting question. Sorry, what was the last part of the question again?
How do you approach that balance between accuracy and artistry?
Oh, okay, gotcha. So I'm sure you know that there's like different styles to write Japanese. There's hiragana, katakana, and kanji, right? And for some reason, I'm very like passionate about kanji, which like each letter has meanings to it. And then I just love choosing good meaning, like kanji characters for each name. I just enjoy that so much. And accuracy wise, I'm just like, so like I'm passionate about it. So I just know a lot of kanji. It's just in my head. I love kanji characters. So yeah, it's just like I just know them. That's my, that's my, I don't know, like language. So it's accurate. That's it. Like I can't, say anything. I'm just Japanese. So that's my credibility. And then, yeah, I just translate and I enjoy that. And for katakana and hiragana, those are just like phonetic sounds. So it's very much like easier to translate. And I think growing up as a Catholic person in Japan, I was reading, I was reading Bibles in Japanese. So a lot of names on the Bibles were like foreign names, obviously, like Jesus and like, every name is like non-Japanese names. And it would be written out in katakana, and that's how I probably know a lot of like translation as well.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, sometimes if we pay very close attention, I need to look at it myself too. Some of the names like in kanji or different languages or signatures, they do mean something like something very inspirational, something
Mhm.
spiritual, something legendary or mythical. You just never know.
Mhm.
Like, okay, let's take My Hero Academia for example. Tomoshi Shigaraki,
Mhm.
the villain, he's the main villain in the series.
Yes.
Pay very close to his first name,
Mhm.
Tomura.
Mhm.
If you pay attention to that word Tomura, it means to mourn.
Mhm.
So he's been through all the trauma. He killed his family by accident, all that stuff. So he's been in mourning. So Tomor means to mourn. And I was like, I didn't realize that until 2021 when
Mhm.
they did My Villain Academia. And I started
Mhm.
to understand. Now I understand why he calls himself Tomar Shigaraki, because
Yeah.
he's been through a lot of trauma. He's been like rejected by all those who were trying to help him. He was in mourning, so that's
Mhm.
why he kept saying to mourn.
Yes. Yeah, my hero is the crazy, to be honest, weird one. These names from My Hero Academia, they are not realistic names. It's just silly, like, like powers are in each name, the heroes powers are in each name. And it's silly. That's what I like translate on on my Instagram and TikTok as well. Like each name from anime character in My Hero has meanings, and I love it. It's so interesting and unique, but also like really weird from a Japanese perspective. But yeah, um I love, I mean, English names or any like language names, each name has meanings also, but it's different from Japanese because each letter in Japanese characters has meanings too. So it can mean a lot for us, So yeah, I love that you know about that, like little details about the My Hero and like anime stuff.
Trust me, Ayumi. Back when I was in high school, I was all for the entertainment, but I'm getting older and wiser, so I'm starting to really pay attention to the
Mhm.
context of these shows
Oh,
now.
that's
Like, I
great.
still want to enjoy it as I go, but I do pay attention to the context,
Mhm.
so that way I don't miss out any detail. Number 5, can you share how you how you choose the writing style and aesthetic for each piece? Is there a symbolism behind certain kanji or designs?
Um, so customers get to choose their own like style. So to be honest, I don't choose them. Customers choose them. I just explain like what they are. Like katakana is like simplistic. Like when you write out a foreign name, that would be used. The katakana will be used, and hiragana is just like cutesy like kawaii style, and kanji has like, you know, like I said, each letter or character has meanings to it. So I explain this to the customer, and then customer choose their own style.
That's nice. So you and that also means that you're also giving them freedom to look around and choose, but they
Yeah.
also get to explain, ask you questions too. It's important that they ask questions so that
Oh,
way
yeah.
they know not to get into unknown territory when they start when you
Yeah.
start designing their names or whatever name you're trying to design for them. That way
Yeah.
they can understand, okay, now I understand the importance behind this word, why it's important. It means something. That way
Yeah,
I
a
can
lot
have
of
it.
sorry. Yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
say that.
yeah, go
I
ahead.
was gonna say that a lot of people are like very sensitive to the culture now, which is a great thing. So yeah, they are like scared of using kanji character or like hiragana. And then I explained that it's okay, you know, like it's gonna be translated by me, a Japanese person. So, you know, you can say that. And then yeah, I understand the cultural like, you know, sensitivity that people have, and I really appreciate that. And then I just want to share the different world of like katakana, kanji and hiragana to people as well. So
Yeah, it's important. They got to ask those questions. That way they can know exactly what's going to make them happy when they take this home and remember it's by.
Yes.
All right. Number 6, what's one piece or custom order that really stuck with you emotionally? Something that reminded you why you started.
Oh my gosh. I don't have good memories. I'm sorry. But there's some people who, oh, I guess like they have Japanese heritage, and they reach out to me and they're like, I know the kanji characters for it. Like some of them would be like, I know the meanings to it. Can you find the kanji for it? And I'm like, yes, I love that. You know, like if you know the meaning, I can find the kanji characters for their names. And then they just find out their last name, you know, like family name in Japanese, like written out. And that's just like so beautiful to see that they finally get to see their name in Japanese, you know? Because, you know, sometimes their family like members who, you know, like maybe grandma, and then they're like they have passed already, so they don't know how to write it out and stuff. So I'm so happy when I get to help them find the characters.
That's very sweet because some kids, people, they're not going to remember how their parents were, and they need something or someone to help them remember what it was like.
So
So
sorry, my dogs are going to sleep.
yeah, you're good. Yeah, you're good. I don't hear them.
Hey, no. Okay. All done. Sorry about that. We have two
You're
corgis
good.
at
You're
home.
good. Hey, listen. You know what? The last person I talked to, he had
Mhm.
dogs. He was trying to calm down too.
Oh, really? Okay.
So
I'm glad
you're
to
not the
know
only
that I'm not.
person.
Okay.
But yeah, but it's nice that you're there to support them, so you can help them remember what their grandparents' names were like.
Yes.
All right. Last question will be in section 3. Okay.
Okay.
Hey, your work brings people closer to Japanese culture. What do you hope they take away from it beyond the artwork itself?
So sorry. Could you repeat that, please?
Oh, sorry. Your work brings people closer to Japanese culture. What do you hope they take away from it beyond the artwork itself?
Ooh, deep question. I hope people know that, so like supporting small business is such a big like thing for me. Like I like to give it back to local, you know, or like just small businesses in general, because art is so important, especially nowadays, you know, when we have AI and everything can be made like in a second. So I hope customers and like people know that they are supporting a small creators, my husband and I, to like they're supporting us so we can make more arts and more spread about, you know, the cultural knowledge to the world. And I don't know, they're not just getting arts from us, they're also, I guess, helping us sharing the Japanese culture like more to the world. I'm sorry, I can't speak English right now. I don't know why, but I hope you understand like what I
I
meant.
understand. I understand.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, this like like I said before, they wanted to make sure they had a great experience shopping with you guys, understand the culture
Mhm.
behind you, Ayumi, and I think you're doing a good job detailing, explaining what you do, how the business runs, and your heritage. You want to explain about your heritage too as well. Always talk about your heritage, but yeah,
Mhm.
something that they're gonna remember and be like, we need to support them. They're trying to basically with your own story. You're also telling your own story.
Yes. Mhm.
Keep telling those stories.
Yes, thank you.
Um, all right, we're at the halfway point. We're making good time here.
Okay.
So, section 3, growth, connection, and representation.
Mhm.
What have been some of the most rewarding or surprising moments
Mhm.
since launching Sakura Signatures?
Surprising. I think, like I said, when I get to help people find their name, like family names, the characters, kanji characters for their names, it's just a beautiful moment of like, I'm like helping them connect to their heritage, like it's such a big deal, I feel like. And I'm just so honored to be able to be involved in that like process.
Yeah, because you want to make sure. Sorry, hold on. I'm trying to word this right because
Hmm.
yeah, it's nice that you have the chance to have to be able to do stuff that you're able to do now because you'll have like surprisingly good outcome after all the work you've done.
Hmm.
And it's really nice that you have some people who do support what you're doing. I mean, you got me, of course, because I do like what I've been seeing. That so I can like because I do want to take the time and understand how you do the work behind the scenes. Like I want to know how the cake is made.
Hmm. So so like you're talking about like actual like process behind the scene?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I don't know. So like we have 3D printers and then laser engravers, and that's what we use to make the keychains and the fidget toys. And my husband is into 3D modeling, which is like not as easy as people think. When I say 3D model, like we sell 3D model, people think about just generic 3D prints, products, which is those are made by someone and that someone is amazing too. But I think what we make is so unique and people have not seen before, like sushi fidget toys, sushi spinner, and like, that kind of stuff. So yeah, we make that, and then I do most of the marketing, and then like, we sell it on Etsy on our website, and then like the setting it up is also a little difficult, but yeah, I enjoy it. So yeah, I feel like we also like do events, like I said, anime convention, and I try to vlog it. So like if you really truly want to see like behind the scenes and how much we make and stuff, it's actually on our YouTube as well. So yeah, we do that.
But I still think it ain't like I said. It's still rewarding that you have people who who keep coming to you and keep having all kinds of crazy stuff. Well, interesting things made from you guys. Because to be honest, I never did catch y'all when I was at Boat Missouri. I apologize for that.
That's
I
fun.
should.
Oh, you were
I,
at Bull Matsuri? I didn't know.
I was there. I was there.
I think that was our actually first convention ever.
Really.
Yeah, so yeah, we didn't know what we were doing. We had so much fun, but yeah, like
I
I'm
was
surprised you were there.
I was focused on trying to meet the voice actors, but
Uh, uh
I did go to a few artists out there. I didn't catch y'all. I think I saw
that's
y'all
okay.
once. I probably should have
Really?
made a stop.
Well, yeah, hopefully next time.
Don't worry, I'll be able to catch y'all. Hey, look, I'm
Mhm.
talking to you now, so that way I'll know to catch you guys.
Yeah.
But yes,
Mhm.
yes, all the stuff that you're doing now, you're being rewarded for it. People are like what you're doing. You're being able to tell their own stories by doing all the names. So I say, Ayumi, keep doing it. You're doing a good
Mhm.
job.
Thank you.
Number 9, how has social media, especially Instagram, helped you connect with your audience and grow your community?
Um, Instagram is interesting. So like you said, the social media, right? I think Instagram is very like local. I don't know how to explain. There's a definitely a difference between TikTok and Instagram. TikTok is more like I'm reaching to the whole like world. I feel like I don't know why, but it feels like I'm reaching to the different audience than Instagram. Instagram is more artistic people, and what is it? TikTok is more everyone and anyone, like anime lovers, Japan lovers, and it's so much easier to follow on TikTok, I feel like. So we have much bigger audience in TikTok on TikTok. And I can also be like casual on TikTok, so I get to talk to more people, and I enjoy TikTok, and I also enjoy Instagram too. But Instagram is more like actually businesses. We get to connect with businesses and local like people, I feel like. So yeah, that's really fun too. Social media is crucial nowadays, you know, for businesses, and I just love sharing any videos that we make, which is like translate anime characters names into Japanese, and you know, that kind of stuff. So yeah, I enjoy social medias.
Yeah, I seen a few of those videos and I liked them. I was
Mhm.
like, she's doing like the breakdown of all these names because there are so many anime characters with so many names. And I was like,
Mhm.
this it's got to mean something, right?
Mhm.
So, but
Yes.
I started to like understand and dig deeper into these characters' minds and understand how they operate. But yeah, social media is definitely crucial. You want to be able to connect with a lot of people in there because pretty much it's like Instagram's like the most like crucial place that you're going to be able to use. I mean, I've been using that to like tag a lot of people, using it to do hashtags on all of my episodes I've been doing. But yeah, it's a
Mhm.
good way to connect with people, understand their different perspectives on how they do things.
Mhm.
So
Yep.
it may be tricky at first, but I think it's just one day at a time.
Yep, that's very important. One day at a time, definitely. Like, yeah, like I feel like a lot of people struggle with like follower like numbers, you know, like when you look at the numbers, yes, it can get frustrating, but I think that might be a wrong way to approach if you're in this industry. Like you are an artist, you're a creative, you're an influencer. You want to like your main thing should be to connect with community, you know, to make a community, to connect with people. I think that should be the main focus. So as long as like you're enjoying the process of like making videos, connecting with people, then I think eventually, you know, people will be able to tell that you care about your business, and that's how you grow your audience, I feel like.
Yeah, don't pay attention to the numbers. Make sure,
Mhm.
listen, if you're just doing it for the numbers, that can't be the only reason why you're doing it. Yeah,
Mhm.
make sure like you gotta have a love for passion. Like there's so many people who are just into like for like clout chasing. I was like, that can't be the main reason why you're doing all that.
Money
You
is
know.
important, but yeah, it's not gonna it's forever gonna get you like chase it, you know? Like I feel like you have to be content with what you are making, and enjoying it is more important. Like truly, you know, like it doesn't matter. I mean, money again is great. We have to eat, so we have to make money. But um ultimately, I think making a community and like connecting with others is so much more rewarding and, you know, fulfilling for your life.
I agree. I agree. Last question of the question of this section will be at the finale.
Mhm.
So,
Excuse me.
for
Mhm.
creatives trying to merge passion with business, what advice would you give about staying authentic and consistent?
Ooh, consistency is definitely uh what's the word? Like a homework for me, you know? Consistency is very important. I'm aware of it, but life happens, and you know, you sometimes don't have motivation, and you don't get to be consistent on social media or like on your business. But I know it's very important, you know, like doing, like you said, one thing at a time, one step, you know, step by step is so important, because if you didn't make that step today, then you're, I don't know, like next year you're not seeing that. I don't know, like I can't explain well, but consistency is very, very important, and I'm working on that. And for the authenticity is also very, very important, because if you're not yourself, and if you're not like truly loving what you make and authentic about, you know, who you are and your identity, eventually people will be able to tell. Like eventually people can tell your fakeness, and you know, you that you're not genuine about this, then people will go away, you know. And then I guess what's the point of, you know, doing any of this? Like you're trying to make a community, and you know, connect with other people. So yeah, like just be yourself, because in the long run, people who are like you or who love you will stay with you. And you don't want to be like, oh, that was a mask, and you know, like it was not me. And like, I don't know, I think as an influencer, as a creative person on internet, I think authenticity means a lot and matters a lot, for to me at least, and it should matter to a lot of people.
Now listen, you don't have to be in a rush or anything. Like it's okay to take a break if you're tired. Like you don't want to burn yourself out. You
Yeah.
know, consistency is key. You want to connect with people. I see, like I said, one day at a time. Take, you know, we're not going anywhere. You know, some people just like to rush, but it's about the journey, not the destination.
Hmm.
So let's just slow down and enjoy life for a bit.
Yeah, there's a beautiful saying in Japanese. It's called "isogaba maware." It means if you're in a rush, you should go around, like take your time and go around. Go, I don't know how to say it. Like take your time. If you're in a rush, take even more time, because I think when you're in a rush, you're stressed and you make more mistakes. And you know, like if you want to get to somewhere, there's a goal, take your time to get there, you know, eventually you will get there. So yeah, like you said, take a break. That's really, really important for anyone, you know, not only the people who are on social media or like on Instagram. Everyone should take a break, and know that, believe that you will get to that goal eventually. So yeah, if you want to get there, if you are in a rush to get somewhere, take time to get there, because that's, I feel like, is actually the shortcut to get there, you know.
Gotcha. I agree. All right, we're at the finale, section
Yeah.
four, reflection and future. How has this journey shaped you personally, not just as a creator, but as a person?
How has this shaped me? um I think basically what I do is customer service. Like a big part of it is a customer service too. And simply my English got better. So that's one thing. And it that like shaped me into who I am now. You know, like I'm very passionate about language and culture. And I think it made me into a responsible person, you know, to own or operate a business. It requires a lot of discipline. And yeah, it just, I feel like I am a better and smarter independent woman thanks to the business.
Sometimes the business makes you who you are today. And it's nice
Hmm.
that you got to, you know, listen, everything that you do, whatever it's like illustrating, art, you know, animation, tattoo artist, everything that you do, it makes you a better person than you were before.
Hmm. Yes, because
And
you're creating, you know, you're creating and using your brain. And yeah, I think that's just important for human beings, you know, to be creative and to think, because nowadays everything is so easy. You know, you just use computer and look it up, and then that's a different, like you're using a different part of brain. But I don't know, it's so nice and fulfilling to create.
hey, character development.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's, yes, we're doing for that.
There you go. There
Yes.
you go. Number 12. What's next for Sakura Signatures? Any new projects, designs, or ideas you're excited to explore?
Yes. Next chapter, I believe. is, so I say I believe because my husband is also the co-owner of the business, and then we talk a lot about the business. For me personally, my next chapter for the business is to go to different states and share our products and our art to different people, to the whole United States. And hopefully, eventually, we want to do international as well. Maybe sell it in Japan, who knows, or sell it in Europe. So I think that is our next chapter. And also, obviously, we are working on many more fidget toys. Hopefully, that's like more anime focused, not just like Japanese fidget toys or Japanese food. And we will be making more actual drawing 2D art as well. So yeah, that's our next
That
project.
sounds exciting, and I believe you guys will make it to that point.
Thank you.
Like y'all already planning stuff together. Y'all having like conversations every day to see how we can make it work.
Mm-hmm.
I think y'all should keep doing that, and
Thank
because
you.
the more y'all talk about it, the more it'll happen. Like me, I want to go travel across the globe too. Because thing is, with this, there's like billions of people to talk to. So
Exactly.
I have to,
Exactly.
eventually at some point, I might have to go international myself and do my own journalism outside the country for a few years.
Ooh, that'd be so cool.
So I got plans. Just need to make it work and execute those plans.
Yes.
I
Just
think we both
take
need
time.
to.
Yes. Take your time. We gotta take time. Eventually we'll get there if we make the progress every day.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Well, I think that wraps it up. First, you enjoyed our discussion today?
Yes, I did. I did.
Yes.
It's so weird to be on this like end because I used to have a Japanese podcast and I like interview people. Not interview people, no, not really. We talk about Reddit stories in Japanese with people, but like I ask how they feel about the stories and everything. So I think it's so nice to be interviewed because it's fun. Like you just be yourself and get to talk about my business, and that's so amazing. And I feel so honored to be interviewed by you.
Thanks. I appreciate it, Ayumi. Yeah, I didn't know you had a podcast. I said, oh, how come you stopped? I guess it
I
just
just owning a business, like this one, like what we do right now, it's just a lot. Like it's just two of us, making everything happen. Not like we have a production, company that's like helping us out. So,
I understand.
yeah, but eventually, hopefully, I'll get back to it, and then yeah, I enjoy talking to people. So.
Me too. I am trying to open up more. So and this is working out so great. But yeah, I want to continue to have
Yes.
more conversations. Well,
Hmm.
I'm gonna keep supporting your business and
Thank
maybe
you.
tell people, hey, people, go check out her business. She does amazing work.
Thank you.
So
Yes, please come, talk to us, talk to me, DM me, and yeah, thank you for having me. I enjoyed it so much.
hey, me too.
Great.